Hello everyone and welcome to Great Leveler Gaming. I am the Great Leveler and today we've got another trailer reaction. Today we are reacting to the gameplay trailer for Sons of the Forest. Yes, we've already reacted to the reveal trailer quite some time ago. One of the first trailer reactions we ever did on the channel. Link to that is in the card above and the description down below. But we got a minute and a half the gameplay trailer. This one dropped only a few days ago, just before Christmas. Hence me wearing my Christmas sweater still, because I look awesome and that's about as festive as I get. So with that being said, let's crack on. Okay, so we already know that this game is following Timmy. Sorry, my headphones are really loud, so that was really loud to me, so I'm having to yell over. So yeah, we're following Timmy. Oh, we get some fancy GPS rather than that crappy little map and compass. Oh, we get some interesting variants. We did have snow in the first game, but not as much as that. Wow. So these want to bang Timmy. Oh, we get a gun. Yes. Oh, we get friends. Oh, we knew that from the first game. This is really loud. Sorry, I really should have turned this down. Oh, you get to dig. That's cool. Slowly but surely you dig. You discover. Okay, wow, so we get some more indoor environments, that's good to see. A mask. Nice. Oh, wow, I love that. Oh, I love how they try and break things down. What? What? What is that? Okay, wow, that was definitely interesting. Just 1 second, guys. I'm going to have to turn the volume down on my headphones. God damn, that was deafening. So I'm sorry if I was yelling through that. That looks awesome. That looks really good. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one more look at this trailer because there was a lot to take in there. And then I'm going to give you guys my little initial thoughts on it. But damn, that looks good. So I'm just going to check it out one more time. Wow. Okay, I've just watched that a second time and it is just as freaking awesome as the first time. So I was a big fan of the first game. One of the things that I liked about the game was that you didn't just punch trees like in Minecraft, you actually worked your way through the tree. So I really like how they expanded on that in this one. And obviously you've got the chopping the things out for the window frame and splitting the logs to make into floorboards rather than just placing it and chucking logs on. The only downside to that obviously is if you're building bigger structures, because that's going to be very time consuming and get a wee little bit boring, but it also looks absolutely, it's just so immersive, and that's what I love from games. It's one of the reasons with Red Dead Redemption 2 that I like so much, because it was so immersive. So I really like what they've done there. Now, we saw at one point the character digging. So does that mean that we can, for example, build pits, whether for traps or for shelter, or is that literally just digging to find goodies? Obviously there we saw him find a hatch into a base. We're going to talk about that in a moment. So I like the fact that you can alter the terrain a little bit, but again, how much you can alter it we'll see as time goes on. One of the other things I want to talk about is how much better it looked. It looks so good. I mean, really detailed. I mean, the last game looked pretty. That looked amazing. So really happy with the graphical boost it's gotten. Let's talk a little bit as well about our character. For one, we play Timmy. Now, if you haven't played the first game, then spoilers for that. Your character in the first game crashes, loses his son, and spends the time looking for him. And by spends the time looking for him, I mean just exploring and having fun, and not really in any rush to find his missing son, who's been abducted by cannibals. But you eventually find your son, and you get one of two endings. You can either crash a plane and therefore get other children to help restore life to your son, or you let him go. Obviously, the canon version of that game is that you crashed the other plane and save your son. And we saw at the end of that game, he had something like crawling in his skin. And in the first trailer, we also saw that. So Timmy is infected and he's searching for these islands. So obviously these things are a big deal. So I really like that they're expanding the lore that they kind of made in the first game. It wasn't heavily like in your face. It was there for you to discover as you played the game, but it wasn't like cutscenes and anything like that. So I really like that, and I really like what they're doing here. And I'm hoping it'll be that kind of just, you know, discover it as you go kind of game. So absolutely really excited for that story. There's so much I want to talk about because it was a minute and a half trailer, but it gave me so much, and because I like the first game, I want to talk more about it. So let's talk about weapons. Now, the first game, the weapons were pretty poor. You could get a gun. I've never yet got the gun because you have to dig up all these different places around the island and put together a really like basic gun. This one, you're looking a bit of a badass. You get pistols, you get shotguns, you get tasers. So that's always going to be a bit fun. So the range of weapons is going to be interesting. Obviously, ammo, I'm guessing, is going to be very scarce and limited. But that's what you want. You don't want to be, you know, Ramboing it the whole way. Just you don't want any of that. You want the horror and the ammo conservation. That's part of the charm of these games, is the horror element. So I really like that they've introduced more guns to it though, because I think that'll lend to an interesting dynamic. We also see that multiplayer is back. We saw a second character briefly in that trailer, so that's great because that was such a fun part of the first game, is having your friends and playing this game together. And I'll be interested to see how they incorporate them into the story. Obviously, the first game was fine. You were all passengers on a plane. This one, I don't know what they'll do with that, but hey ho, I'm interested to find out. It's so exciting. So let's talk about the monsters. So we saw in that first trailer the very seductive thing with 3 legs. Yes, apparently 3 legs are sexy. 3 is better than 2, I guess. And we saw them again at the beginning of this trailer. Again, acting in a very seductive manner. Is this because of the thing that's inside Timmy? Are they trying to, you know, bring it out of him or, you know, do stuff with him? I don't know. And I'm intrigued. I want to know because they were very interesting. Most of the monsters are, I'm not going to say mindless, because these monsters in the first game as well are not mindless. They are smart. They're intelligent. Same word, same thing. I clearly am not smart or intelligent. But they would flank you. They would get scared by you. They would try and maneuver around you. They were, you know, they use interesting tactics. And it looks like they've improved the AI in this one. So you've got them women that are obviously, maybe they're leaders, maybe they are decoys, I don't know. But we saw some really interesting dynamics in that game with enemies picking up their fallen friends. Now, we saw that in the first game where they could resurrect, we'll say, resource, whatever you want to say, their fallen enemies if they're being killed. But this one, he kind of just picked him up and then threw him away. What was that about? I don't know, but I'm really intrigued. Oh my God. And then, of course, you've got the normal freaky monsters, like that thing that opens up like that just looks so weird and awesome. So I'm really excited to see these new enemy types and how they'll work together. Base building looks fantastic, and as we've already talked about, you might be able to dig, or it might just be literally just the first layer to explore. I don't know. My days, that game looks so good. So I am really excited for that game. And there's going to be a channel update in the new year talking about the direction that this channel is going to go in, and I think this game is going to play nicely into that because oh God, I cannot wait, basically is what I'm saying. Anyway, this video has gone on a lot longer than what I was planning. These trailer reactions I try and keep short, but holy crap, I am so excited for that. I genuinely cannot wait until it comes out. It's coming out 2021, so I'm really pumped for it. What are your guys' thoughts on it? Are you excited for it, or is it just me overreacting because I love the first game so much? I don't think so. I think this is going to be something big. I really, really do. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and I will see you all on the next video coming very soon. Bye.